What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Hat Talk Live Collectors Spotlight. It is our fifth Collectors Spotlight today, and we are here live on a Monday afternoon. And I'm not sure if anybody's going to be watching live, but we will see, and we'll get our guest in here. You know him as Junior Flip Hall. Let's get him in here and welcome him in. There he is, live in his little studio there. How you doing today, man?
What's going on, brother?
Not much. I'm just it's just a Monday. It feels a little weird doing a Hat Talk Live type thing on a Monday, but here we are.
Yeah,
So
we here.
welcome in. Welcome to Collector Spotlight.
What's up?
This is your time to shine. So
Shit, let's
first I
make it
also
do what
want
it
to
do.
how did you get started with the Goorin stuff? Like that's the main thing. Like first, like how you got into this world of hats, trucker hats, and all that stuff. Were you a fan of trucker hats before Goorin, or
I was getting into truckers.
okay?
So a spot I used to work at, one of my homegirls had a hat on, and I was like, "Yeah, I like that." And she was like, "Yo, you want it?" I was like, "Yeah, how much you want for it?" "Give me $20." I was like, "All right, cool." It's a black hat. It say Stallion. The underline behind that. I was like, "Yeah, I need that." That was back. I want to say that was back in like late 22, early 23, maybe. I think
Okay.
it was late. I think it was late 22 for real.
Okay.
And getting up, looking, searching, seeing different hats. I'm like, these are cool. They are all right. Came across you on IG. I
Yep.
remember the first time you was like, "Oh, welcome." You always say, "Yo, come over to YouTube." Like, "Oh, you on
Yep.
YouTube? Shit, let me slide over here. It's better." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yo, welcome." I like, "Yo, I'm here," and been rocking with you ever since. But I'm
So
gonna
that's
show
you.
it
So
to you.
you've been around since the YouTube days. Is pretty much like when you first started watching Hat Talk Live and everything. That's where you remember the first, like your first moment of watching Hat Talk Live.
I know watching you on that broke tablet you had doing the spin, spin,
Oh,
spin.
the spinning. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
was there when that was happening.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've
All
been
right.
around
So I
for a
mean, like,
while.
and you actually just attended your first event. So I mean, since you've only been collecting since like 2022, 2023, and now your first live event in 2024. What was it like being at Hat Talk Live 6?
Um, Bro, it was fun.
Crazy
You know,
times.
some of the things we can't speak on, but it was more fun than anything. It was more fun than anything. Like
You
just the
make it sound like
camaraderie with
it was
everybody.
some kind of top secret,
Yeah, top secret missions.
what happens at Hat Dog Live 6 stays at Hat Dog Live 6? Not
Yeah,
necessarily though.
I mean, only a few. You had to be there to know. You just had to be there to know.
Yeah.
But
You brought a
I like,
great
huh?
you brought great energy to the event. Like, I mean, right from the start, like you had like this thing going on with like you want to dress up in a costume. Like I think you right off the bat, like when I said it was like Halloween weekend, you're like, are there costumes involved? Like you were like
Yeah,
all about like dressing up, and like you had this thing you wanted to do with a mermaid hat that you told me about. Like you're like, I'm giving a fucking mermaid hat away at
yeah.
this event, like I'm like you're like kind of anti mermaid mafia, like a little bit, like
I was.
Crazy Hawk's little thing there, and that's okay, whatever, like to each their own, whatever they like. But yeah, so I mean, like that was a fun event. You got to meet some of the people who are in the army in the chat, like in person, face to face, and hang out and feel them out and see how they are in person and everything. So I always feel like the events are like special like that. But I just going back, you brought great energy to the event and made it what it was. And again, it's the people who make the events great, because
Yeah.
like the planning and everything that I put into it is one thing, but people can't just sit there and be like, mm,
Yo, but
and let it come.
I appreciate the planning and everything you did, because I know in your mind it didn't go as well, but the people, they made it well, and you did a lot of planning. You put a lot of thought into everything we were to do. You feel me? And it
Sure.
just, for some reason, it just clicked, and I was just, like you said, meeting everybody, talking to them, just getting a rapport with them. A lot of them people were cool as hell.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, and
absolutely.
I text them from time to time, talk to them, whenever they're not busy. So we still stay cool outside of the chat and the events. Like, we still talk. So
Yeah,
yeah,
you
man,
make
I
you make
really appreciate
bonds,
that.
with people and make friends, and like it is like a family. Like we are like tight knit, and people call it a clique or whatever they want to say it is. But look, it's only clicky because like if you want to be in it, you can be in it we're welcoming. It's not like we're saying like we're a clique and we're excluding people. Like we're a very welcoming group. Like we're a community of people who want to have fun and enjoy hats and enjoy fashion and all types of other things. Drinking is another thing that seems to be a common thing that a lot of people tend to enjoy at my events. And
Yes.
even if you don't drink, I mean, even Jeff didn't drink. That's totally fine too. We don't force people to do anything that they don't want to do, obviously. But like, all right, let's get back to hats and everything. That's event stuff, you know, whatever. We've beat that to death anyway. But
All right.
What is one of your favorite hats since you've been collecting?
One of my favorites. I'm a big horse guy. I like horses.
Okay.
So one of my favorites that I have, I actually got it right here.
Oh, hung. I don't have that one actually.
You don't?
No, I that was early on 2022 and I was just like I was at a point I was like I didn't like feel the plaid enough. I was like I just didn't feel like I needed that one at that point. But
you know why I got it. So
yeah, all right.
yeah, you're right. Right. That's why.
Big dick sizes over here.
Right. That's right. So yeah, that's one of my favorites, man. Like I got a lot of them. I'm just loving the hats.
Did you have to go back and get that one though, right? Like
I actually had to go back and get that one.
Yeah. So I mean, luckily you found somebody who had that for you and everything, because that's before your time pretty much.
Yeah. It was a few months before my time.
What about like, so since you've been following Friday drops and everything, like say like, you know, this past year, 2024, what was your favorite from 2024?
Man, it's so many to pick from. This is one of my favorites right here.
Yeah. Recent.
And the one you have on, one of my favorites. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. The gay hat.
The gay hat. Yes. It is gay. I was just talking about, I actually matched this up with a Jordan shirt. Yeah, I was talking about that with one of my friends. I was like, it's not even the same colors as like what they, you know, like the rainbow that they use for like Pride and stuff. So I was like, that's where like I got defensive. Like if the hat was like covered in a rainbow print, I'd be like, okay, I can kind of give it to you. But this was just so far off when they were talking about that stuff. When this one dropped, I just was like, no, come on, you guys got to lighten up a little bit, you know, and see what these hats are for what they are.
Man, it's got humor behind it. Just enjoy the humor and keep it moving. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
All that extra shit, say that for something else. Like, put the energy something else. Like, just enjoy and love what we love, and just keep it moving.
Don't ruin my hat thing.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, there's so many other things that suck. Don't ruin my hat game here. Did you want give out your Instagram name for people to follow you, and you know, so they can, you know, everybody in the army, like.
Yeah, they can. I mean, I ain't got much up there, but you know, it's Brim God P. So
okay.
You know, I'll make sure I put it up there in there. But yeah, you know, that's my IG.
Absolutely.
So Brim_God_P. So
there you go. Follow this man on Instagram, and he's gonna be putting out some, you know, some content and stuff as we go on.
Yeah.
Anything else? I mean, was there anything else that you wanted to, you know, talk about today? I mean, like, was there any other ideas that you had, you know, as like far as, you know, Hat Talk Live or the hats and everything that you wanted to, you know, speak on?
I will. I'm gonna tell you a funny moment about Hat Talk Live.
Okay.
All right. So, you know, I'm always in every Thursday, every Friday, whenever you spontaneously do something. I like to fuck with you and just answer shit. You know, when you do the spin for the route, it's like to fuck with you just because, and you know it, because I'll be seeing you laughing like this motherfucker. I'll be like, yeah, you know it's me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm always answering the questions. Yeah. And it just happened on this particular day. I answered and I won. I was like, out of all the times, I don't win. I win this, and I know you know what I'm about to go with. When I won this hat,
yes,
and it spins. I don't care what nobody says, it spins. You know,
you've done some work on that spinner. I can hear it creaking over there, but you fucked with it.
That's one of my funniest moments with you, man. Like,
yeah, that's the hat
you bring too.
Thank you, and yeah, that's a funny hat that you because you didn't grab that one obviously, but
that's the one.
Now you got it.
I got it. He was like, "Oh, I know you." Like, I'm sending this to this motherfucker right now.
Have you any funny stories besides like with hats? Like, I mean, have you like lost the hat in any way? Like besides the mermaid hat that you lost at Old Town, but I mean, anything else? Like,
I had I think I want to say I was back home, and I'm from Chicago. So
mhm,
being from Chicago, it gets really windy there. That's why they call it the Windy City.
sure.
I had my black all leather cock hat on. And as I'm walking across the bridge, it blew off into the lake. I was like, oh my God. I was hurt. That was one of my favorite, every day, whatever, just throw it on and keep it moving. Uh
Was that the one with the blacked out patch
just it
too?
was the regular one, it was the all
Oh,
leather regular one. I didn't
oh,
get the blackout patch.
oh, just the
Yeah,
right.
I couldn't find that one. But
Okay.
man, I was so hurt behind that. So I've lost some hats. I gave some hats away. But that one hurt me the most right there.
Yeah, when what the wind blowing is something else. Like, I mean, that's like an act of God kind of thing. Like where you lose a hat, like that
Man,
kind of
it
sucks.
did. I have no hat on. I felt naked. I literally had to go. There was a store around the corner that sold them, and I had to go in and just grab me just a regular hat. Like, I don't feel complete without a Goorin hat on, so let me go grab this and just put it on and keep it moving. Like, dang,
Have you
I
replaced it
have
since?
not.
Like, did you get another?
I
No,
have not.
really.
But luckily to you, I found it for $20. Shoe Palace got it.
On Shoe Palace, I was gonna say, yeah, I thought I saw that recently on there.
Yep,
It's
it's up.
the red trim
Yep,
one,
and I'm gonna
right?
go
I
ahead
think
and
it's red.
replace
Yeah,
it.
there you go. Well, at least it wasn't like something that was irreplaceable, like a one of one or, a Friday drop that was like, a daddy or a boner or something like that you
I
couldn't
keep
get for under like 200
right.
bucks or
I
something,
keep them put up. I wear them only on special occasion, but I know ain't nothing gonna happen.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you got a great collection going for such a short time and everything. It's like, I don't like to go into the numbers or anything because I feel like that's corny. Like, who's got time to sit around counting fucking hats, and it doesn't really matter. But just saying, like, you've definitely amassed like a great number of
Yeah,
hats in a short amount of time. And it's just like great to see like somebody get into this, just from 2022, 2023, and be such a fan of like the brand and of Hat Talk Live and the things that we're doing here in the community and everything. So we appreciate you being a part
yeah,
of
man. I'm
everything here.
definitely, I'm definitely a real big fan. I really don't say that about too much stuff, but being a part of the army and the love that y'all show, you know, I see what you do and I rock with it, especially with the old lady helping you out because she be a big part of it too. And you make sure I tell her said thank
Absolutely.
you too, man, for real, because I know without her it wouldn't be you. You
She's
feel me?
watching.
So
Nope, she's watching. She knows she's here.
tell her I said hey.
She's always watching on behind the scenes and
Right.
everything. But yeah, she definitely is a huge part of it. And like, helping me out doing photos. It's not easy to take photos by yourself, like you need somebody with that eye and like the ability to see what you like. I've got the vision and I need somebody to help me execute those things sometimes. And yeah, she is the one that's there for that. So I'm thankful to have her too.
Definitely.
So well, I appreciate you coming on today for our Santiago. I had to put that up there. He says you're playing Twister every Friday night.
Probably so.
That
Probably
he
so.
caught you.
Probably so,
Yeah,
Santiago.
you're playing Twister at Old Town. We
Yeah,
heard.
we're definitely coming back and doing that again. We definitely coming back.
Well, yeah, definitely. Hopefully, there'll be another event sometime eventually. I don't know when yet, but we will hopefully do that at some point again. It'll be good to see you there again as well.
Oh yeah.
So. But again, appreciate you coming on Collector Spotlight. We'll see you again on a Hat Talk Live in the chat. You'll always find Junior Flip watching Hat Talk Live every Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific. And if you are interested in becoming a future guest on Collector Spotlight, just send me a DM, send me a message, email me, whatever you want to do, and we can get you as a guest here on Collector Spotlight. It's relatively painless, right?
Painless, easy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easy. Just come on in, talk a little bit about your love of Hat Talk Live and the hats, and then
Yeah.
we're out of here. So, again, thank you so much for joining in and doing this. The first one of 2025, episode 5, Hat Talk Army Collector Spotlight in the books. As always, I'm Big T.
I'm Junior Flip.
We're the ones.